going to watch a gangster movie, just watch either The Godfather, Gangs of New York, or Goodfellas. Just not Gangster Squad. Oh, yeah! Gangster Squad. Now, when Gangster Squad was first, the first trailer was released, I was excited for this movie. It looked awesome. The actors in it are excellent. And it was supposed to release, around Oscar time of last year, and everybody was, pumped for this movie. Then the Aurora shooting happened, and there was a scene in the movie that they had to cut out because they shoot through a theater screen. And rightfully so, they cut it out, and so they decided to release it in January. Now, a lot of people say, oh, that's the reason it was released in January, because, they had to reshoot some stuff. I don't think that's the case. I think they released it in January because this movie's not that good. And if it came out during Oscar time, it would have gotten no love and no money, and yeah. So, how was the movie overall? When I went into the movie, I had heard kind of bad things about it, so I was like, I'm not going to expect anything. And there were parts of this movie I really liked, and parts I really didn't. The things I liked, there was slow-mo in this movie, and it was really good. The beginning scene, Sean Penn is boxing this bag, and it just shows him punch and his muscles ripple. Stuff like that's awesome. There are a few shots where they're shooting a gun, and it shows the action doing this really slow, and the bullets ejecting. It's awesome. And the acting overall is really good. I liked Sean Penn. At first, you're kind of that's a weird accent, but you're fine with it by the end of the movie. He's really intense. Josh Brolin, great. He's awesome in this movie. He beats people up. I have no complaints with him. Emma Stone. Whew. Wow. Emma Stone. That's all you need to know. Emma Stone. And then Ryan Gosling. Now, I'm going to say Ryan Gosling is by far the best thing in this movie. He is awesome. And I've never understood why girls like Ryan Gosling, but I understand now because he is awesome in this movie. And he and Emma Stone have perfect chemistry. I mean, perfect. So that was good. But the parts that made this movie not good was how, bland it was. The movie just kind of goes, and I believe it was only an hour and 40 minutes long. This movie should have been a 3-hour movie. If they would have made it 3 hours long, made more backstory, more in-depth stuff, they could have made this Goodfellas again. Not obviously not Goodfellas again, but they could have made it more that type, more intense, more, you don't care about these characters at all, which I was kind of bummed about. And I don't very often say a movie should be longer, 3 hours long, but this one I think could have been great if it was 3 hours long. But it pretty much just gets right into it, and it happens, and it's over. And you're kind of okay. And while I was watching the movie, I had a good time. But the second I got out of the theater, I was like, I don't even remember what I just watched. It's so forgettable, this movie is, that, very forgettable. I don't know if I've ever watched a movie that I just literally forgot about what the whole movie was like that. And it looked good. It was this weird stylized stuff. It looked like you were back in, the 40s or whatever time period it is. It looked awesome. So I have no complaints there, but it was just boring. Everything about it there was no depth to the characters and very predictable. I'm not going to say don't watch it because I was glad I watched it while I was in the theater. But the second I got out, I was like, okay, nothing special. I would have rather go watch about 100 other movies. Now, would I watch a different movie in theaters over this one? Only Zero Dark 30. Out of the movies that are out there right now, Zero Dark 30 is the only other one that's better. But, take that as you want. I would say see Gangster Squad if you want. You'll not regret it, but you're not going to be blown away. No Oscar anything here. So that's just what it is. I've been doing a radio show now. We kicked it off again this new semester. It's on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 3 to 4 Central Time, which is 1 to 2 West Coast. And I believe that's 5 to 6 East Coast. Or you can figure it out, but it's 3 to 4, Tuesday, Thursday. And we talk movies for an hour. And it's awesome. I'll put the link in the description below to the website because it's through the internet. And it's always a blast. Follow me on Twitter right here and follow my other account right here. And you can tweet in on those. I always respond to tweets, and we talk about the stuff that you guys tweet in on the show. I want to know, out of the movies that are behind me, those ones right there on the top, which one is your favorite? We have Taxi Driver, There Will Be Blood, Cabin in the Woods, Fight Club, Pulp Fiction, and Raging Bull. Out of those ones, which one's your favorite? Put it in the comments below, and I will do a review of the one that you guys comment is your favorite. Make sure you comment and like this video, share it, subscribe to my channel, and the reviewer awards are going to be coming out in not too long. They're going to be awesome. The Toad Hop Network had Jeremy Johns, the Schmoes, Chris Stuckman, and the Flick Pick all together doing their podcast. I'll put that in the description. Watch the video. It's hilarious. It's a 2-hour podcast. They just talk movies. It's awesome. Now, it's not a children's channel. Don't expect there's cussing and stuff in it. So, I'm guessing most of you don't care. Just a warning. It's down there. Follow that. It's awesome. I listen every Thursday if I can. Yeah, I think that's all I have today. So, yeah, Gangster Squad. Fell a little flat. Fun time. Nothing special. Till next time. Peace.